Morning, collective. Good morning. Hello, my collective. Oh, let me do one more of those because. Holy Divine Spirit, please remove any blockages, clear any negative energy that is stuck in my field. Thank you so much. Hello, good morning, everybody. How are we doing? I hope everyone's doing well. I hope you're finding joy in these times that we're in. Um, I had the I had the weirdest dream last night, and I woke up feeling discombobulated for sure. I did. I don't know if it's worth mentioning if it has to do with this reading. We're talking to Jam Master Jay today. Jam Master Jay, I'm going to be 100% honest. Jam Master Jay was not part of my generation growing up. It wasn't part of my generation growing up, but I did always know who he was, who he rolled with, Run DMC. We obviously would not be where we're at with our hip hop today if it was not for Run DMC paving the way, one of many artists in the hip hop world. So I'm so grateful for that because I absolutely love hip hop. I'm a fan of conscious hip hop myself. So very grateful for his contribution to our culture. So very, very lucky to have him. But I didn't know much about him, as a person. So I have to be honest about that. But I answer the call. When they call, I answer. So my name is Patience. I am a spirit medium and I have been able to talk to loved ones from the other side since I was a child. And I am learning how to develop my spiritual gifts at 42 because I repressed it for a long time, for multiple reasons, mostly for not being accepted. But here I am. I'm using this platform as a way to develop my spiritual gifts in real time with you guys and my spirit team, trusting the guidance they give me and learning how to discern. And so that's what we use this platform for, and to be of service. So I eventually, well, I try to have my abilities be used for being of service. So, whatever we derive out of this for lessons of wisdom and little spirit nuggets, we're so grateful for when we get this perspective of our loved ones, our crossover loved ones. So, I woke up feeling a little discombobulated today because I had this weird dream about, and I'm just going to say it quickly because it could be pertinent. It was about these really rich people, and they were so judgmental. They had like everything, they wanted for nothing, but they were so accusatory and they were so judgmental, and it's like anything you did, I don't know, it was like they were doing like these weird, horrible things, and we had to pretend to be like one of them. We're like infiltrating this like rich group of people, and we had to pretend to be like them to we had to pretend to be like them to be able to infiltrate them, and but they were doing like really weird shit, and it was like hard to um be it was hard to live in both worlds, especially when you know that like you don't want to do that shit, but then you also don't want to not be um viewed as like an enemy to someone who's so powerful or people who are so powerful. So it was like this weird like dance we had to do. It was me and a few other people. Thank God I wasn't by myself because I could see how you could get like lost. Like if you were an undercover or whatever and you had to go infiltrate, a high society, but you come from something else. I don't know. It was just like this weird dichotomy of two different worlds, and yet these rich people who are so, high and mighty on their high horse, are doing really heinous acts. And like, so that was kind of like a reminder in the dream, that these people are being so judgmental and treating you a certain way, or treating me a certain way, that's making me feel, uncomfortable, almost like angry, because I know that I'm here to, uncover what they're doing. It's like that, something like that. So I don't know if that has to do with Jam Master Jay, but I had to get that out because it was on my heart. So I had to get that out. I actually do feel better now. I feel lighter. Charles, what's going on? You can't dance. Can you dance for us now? I'm sorry, this isn't a dancing channel, but if you want to go find one, you absolutely can. And I love you so much for being here, but let's make sure that we're being respectful of the energy of the souls that want to come through with a message. Okay? We want to be respectful. If you can't be respectful, I gotta get you out of here. But I want you to stay. Okay? So if you can behave, you can stay. All right. Good morning, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. I am so happy to be here. Jam Master Jay was an energy that was kind of hard to read for me. Oh, maybe that's like symbolic of the dream. Because it's almost like when it comes to energy, to be able to, anything that a reader can connect to, or anyone who's mastering their discernment or has extrasensory perception, or even if you're just hanging out with somebody. Have you ever hung out with somebody and you just didn't like them, or you just didn't vibe? Like there's nothing to talk about, there was no connection. You found it like the conversation to be kind of like forced, or there's just like awkward moments of silence. That's energy, and a lot of people will take that as the lack of a match vibrationally, will take that as personal, as I don't like them. And because we don't understand what we're feeling energetically, as a mismatch in vibration, it doesn't mean that you don't like them. It just means you guys aren't matching vibration. So that's kind of like what I was feeling for Jam Master Jay. I don't know if it's because I don't match his energy, or if there's someone in his energy that he wasn't matching with anymore, and there may have been some kind of miscommunication about, almost like, oh, you think you're too good for us now. Oh, you think that you're too good for us, you don't want to hang out with us. Oh, you think you're a big shot now. Kind of like that, except it wasn't personal, it was vibrational. So that it's
Crime.
there's something about that. Crime, yeah, definitely crime.
Protect.
Protect. Yeah, Jam Master Jay may have been trying to protect his career and the path he chose that he was on. He wanted to protect it. There may have been energies in his life that, like the dream, it was like two different worlds he was living in. There was one world, maybe the one he came from, that he grew up in, and then the other world where he was actually making um, music and being in that world. So there's some kind of pull like that. Um, Ooh, yummy. Oh my gosh, this coffee's so good. So I was sitting here trying to blend with his energy, doing this new technique for my mediumship, blending with the energy. And I started to get this vision of, he came to me wearing his hat and stuff, kind of like the thumbnail picture. And he like threw his hat off and started DJing, but he was like stuck DJing. Like it wasn't like he kept trying to make the record make noise, but it couldn't make noise. So there's something about, and what I got from that, and we'll confirm with the cards. There's something about him wanting to stay in music, but feeling some kind of, being stuck as a DJ. There was something that he couldn't grow, or couldn't didn't know. Forever looking. He didn't know how to move forward with the DJing. He made, kind of like an upgrade. He didn't know how to uh, grow with the times as a DJ, something like that. Um, oh, and then I got these two songs, but it was really weird because I was reading the lyrics and this thing happens. So like, I don't know how to explain this. Let me just read the songs and then maybe Spirit can help me explain. So I went to Spotify and I was like, well, let me go to the hip hop playlist and I'll shuffle. You pick a song. Good morning, everybody. Hello. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. So I went to Spotify. I shuffled. Hi, Ophelia. I shuffled a song. And the first one that came up was I'm laughing because the lyrics are just so outrageous. Oh my gosh, that's another thing about the dream. These I'm sure there's someone out here that really resonates with this song. Um and that's great and all. But this song particularly, I was like, wow, that's like really out there. The song is called Wannabe by Glorilla and Megan the Stallion. I'm not going to read all the lyrics because actually there's just one part of the song that really stood out to me. And I was like, I don't know why only one like line of the song would stand out to me. So that's why I chose another song. And then that song had the same concept in that song, and then but only for one part, and then the rest of it isn't even in English. So I was like, okay, I see what you're saying. So on this song, Wannabe by Glorilla and Megan Thee Stallion, it says, Killer where? Question mark. Don't know who he killed. I heard that man ratted. And it says NYC New York Fashion Week. Tommy Hill jacket. Okay, so I was like, Run DMC, Jam Master Jay is from New York. Okay, he's from New York. He is from Brooklyn, New York. Born in Brooklyn, New York, and he died in Queens, New York. Okay, so I was like, okay, so something about. So I was unsure because literally that's the only part of the song that, because the rest of the song has nothing to do. You guys can look it up yourself. It's like effing freaky ass. Don't even know wear no condoms. Don't know how to treat a lady. Ought to smack your mama. So there's a bunch of things that don't apply. So I was like, and this is one of the first lines. It says, "Killer where? Question mark. Don't know who he killed. I heard that man ratted. Never full when it's time to eat. I be his main platter. NYC New York Fashion Week. Tommy Hill jacket." Okay. So then the other song, because I did it, I was like, I don't know what that means. Let me do another song. The other song is City Slums featuring Divine by Raja Kumari. And the first line goes, "Run and tell your mommy, the streets go rupa-pa-pum. It's coming from the gully. It's coming from the city. City slums. City slums." And then the rest isn't even in English. So I was like, oh shit, run and tell your mommy. And then that line about I don't know who he killed. I heard that man ratted. So that's so weird. Something about ratting someone out or being a snitch or snitching on someone or something like that. Okay. I'm just gonna answer this text message real quick. I'm so sorry. I just wanna let them know that I heard it. Oh no. Sorry. Okay. All right. So, Jam Master Jay, thank you so much for being with us. We're so grateful. Please tell us, what do you want us to know? What do you want us to know? Where should I go first? Let's do some keywords. What's that? Omni King came to me. Who's Omni King? Okay. All right, Jam Master Jay, thank you so much. I'm so grateful to be able to bring the messages forward. I'm honored to bring your energy forward. Please tell us what you want us to know about your human experience. What's going on with this two worlds you're living in? So one world, this came in upside down, but vibrant growth, happy, bloom and grow, but in reverse. I told you something he couldn't grow, something he didn't know how to grow. It kind of feels like, for example, this is an example of how I can put this. Say you're like a hairstylist and you go to, those beauty trade shows, and you go and they have those lessons. You can learn new techniques and tricks of the trade for doing hair, and you do that to upgrade your knowledge so you can keep up with the times, and you can keep growing with the business. There's something when it comes to the music, the DJing, that he found hard to keep growing with, but he wanted to keep living that lifestyle, or stay in that arena of his career, but he found it hard, or he wasn't sure. He didn't have a growth mindset when it came to like flourishing or growing with that career path. So there's something about that. But he made the most of it. He was situation by inflating it. Making the most of a situation by inflating it. So he may have, it kind of feels like, to stay in the game, he could have, because this is a game player, to stay in the game, he may have inflated his experience or his abilities, or he wanted to seem like he was still in the game. He wanted to play. He wanted to bounce back and be back in the driver's seat when it comes to his music career. Okay. That's what he wanted to be known for. But there's some kind of divide, like just like my dream, it's two different worlds. Fox. Fox in the hen house, a desire to work alone. Mm. Mm. Yeah, it's like he had friends and acquaintances and people he ran with from like Brooklyn, like his childhood or something. And then, but he also had a foot in the door of, you know, um, Biggie and JMS and Jay-Z, and he was walking in both worlds. but he was starting to lose his footing in the music world because he was feeling like he was kind of becoming obsolete and he didn't know how to stay in it. So he may have attempted to, like, I know he had a studio, so he may have attempted to stay in the music that way. But there's other people that it says Fox in the Hen House. So definitely people that he couldn't trust, that were sneaky, or that may have been taking advantage of him or something like that. Can I have one more? Travel, journey, survival, service, self-sufficiency, conservation. Yes, I was getting that, but I did not know how to say it. Thank you so much. There may have been people that presented alternative ways for him to be self sufficient, for him to survive, for him to have the lifestyle that he created. He couldn't do music, but he wanted to. So he had connections from his childhood, or from his other life, or from Brooklyn, or from growing up, that gave him opportunities for survival. It says conservation, self-sufficiency, because he wanted to be able to live the lifestyle in the video. Yeah, he wanted to be able to live the lifestyle he created with the music, but he found it hard to sustain that kind of lifestyle without being able to grow as a DJ. So there's some kind of alternative ways he found to be self-sufficient and have stamina and conserve his the certain lifestyle that he attained, or that he liked to live, or provide for his family, something like that. Okay, but he was dealing with foxes in the hen house, people who may have been sneaky, people who may have been a different energy than him. That's what I was talking about before. Different energy. You know, Jam Master Jay wants to attain his wealth the way that he walked this way, the way that he already started walking. But he may have had to have people in his life that didn't match his energy, but he was still consorting with, is kind of the thing I'm getting. Hi, Anonymous. Thanks for being here. Tell me more, Jay. Jay was a Capricorn, by the way, like me. I wanted to say that. His birthday was actually January 21st. And it's funny because my birthday is January 2nd. So it's still January, but you flip the 1 and the 2. I don't know. I thought that was cool. Maybe I'm reaching, but I thought it was cool. High horse. High horse. Didn't I say that? I literally said that. These these consorts, these fox in the hen house, these people that he was interacting with or friends with, or I don't know what the relationship was because it's under love. They viewed him, they were different, they were on different vibrational spectrums. Okay, Jam Master Jay is on a vibration of having a taste of the good life, of doing it the right way, of walking a certain path that he enjoyed, that made him feel good, that he realized he could get to a place without, you know, hurting people, or whatever these, or being sneaky, or being, being bad. You know, he got to a place of wealth without having to hurt anybody, basically. So he's on a different vibration or frequency than being somebody who lies or cheats or steals or scams people. Okay, he's on a different vibe, but hanging out with people like that. But these people view him as being on a high horse, as being stuck up, as being, oh, you don't want to hang out with us anymore, oh, you think you're too good for us. That's what I'm getting, okay? So there's some kind of disconnect. And like I said, this happens with a lot of people, and people will, it's not personal, it's vibrational. You can have people in your life that you just have completely different vibrational frequencies, and that's why you don't see eye to eye, or that's why you have silent moments where it's kind of awkward. It doesn't mean you don't like each other, it just means that you are on different frequencies, and that's okay. You don't have to hang out with people or assume that you just don't like them or they don't like you because you feel that energetic difference. It's you're just feeling the energetic difference. So that's this.
False.
False.
Ghetto.
Ghetto. Jam Master Jay said they were. I'm not saying it. He's saying it. I'll show you. I'm not saying it. He's saying it. He
Good game.
goodbye. He got out of the ghetto. Okay, he wanted to leave the ghetto. He didn't. He got. He had people in his life from his
Your
childhood
childhood.
that had a lack
Residence.
that had a lack mindset, that were from his old neighborhood. Okay, he said ghetto. I didn't say ghetto. They were from his old neighborhood, and he was on a different trajectory, and they're jealous of him, and they're thinking he's too good for them to, and so he felt bad. He doesn't want to leave his people behind, but
Inconsequent.
at the same time, he didn't think it would lead to this, you know? Wow. Wow. Okay. What else? A Ferris wheel. What goes up must come down. Yeah, repeating cycles. Mhm. So these people from his old neighborhood, perhaps childhood friends or just family or something, definitely people close to him. It was like going on a Ferris wheel, you know, it was always up and down. There'd be moments where that's what the dream was about. It was the difficulty of living in both worlds, of having to appease these rich people and be part of that world, and like mm, be in a way where they don't think that you're ghetto or something. um and then and then going back to, you know, where you came from, and then having those people feel like you're not too good for them, you know. It's always like this back and forth. So that's what I'm getting. What goes up must come down. Repeating cycles, but these people always showed their true colors there, and that's why he was always going back and forth between them, because there's some kind of tug and pull of him wanting to, you know, survive and have the level of security that he had doing the music, but at the same time not really knowing where to go with the music, and so he was going back and forth between both worlds. mm, that's so funny about the dream. I didn't think the dream would even pertain, but it does. See, that's how spirit works. You don't think something would pertain, and it does. Friend, trust, doing something with someone you like, hanging out, comfortable. I told you this is under fox. This friend is a fox. This friend's a fox. He's sneaky. Jam Master Jay thinks this is a friend to be trusted, that possibly is from childhood or from the old neighborhood he grew up in. Um, and so they were hanging out and quiet, comfort, comfortable. doing nothing with someone you like, a pal. But they were a fox in the hen house. This is someone who desired to get things quick. They're sneaky, they're charismatic, they're very witty. They're somebody who um, is sneaky, though. Okay, this is says friend. It says friend. I told you. I told you. What else? Gray. Murky situation. More to be seen. Look deeper. Depression that is deep. Under travel and journey. So, a murky situation. There could have been some kind of situation or proposition or some kind of, I don't know, I want to say deal. I don't know why I want to say deal, but some kind of deal or situation that came from this friend to Jay that was murky, and it was gray. It was not well understood. There were pieces of it were missing certain information when this friend brought this information to Jay. Some kind of situation, some kind of deal. Something that Jay should have looked deeper into. Something that he didn't think it would affect him at all, that it was inconsequential. Inconsequent. Spirit said inconsequent. He didn't think more about this situation. It was almost like his friend came to him and said, "Yeah, I got this deal I'm gonna do, and you want to be a part of it." I don't know, something where he asked him to, like, "Do you want to be part of this really good investment or something?" It was like brought to him as an investment. Jay was just like, "Yeah, yeah, sure, whatever," because he didn't really think it would be consequential to him, that it would affect him so greatly. And he didn't want to. This is his friend. He didn't think of his friend in this way, that he would bring him an investment opportunity that would lead to the ending it did. But he should have got more information. He should have looked deeper into it. He should have not just taken it at surface level, and he should have gotten more details about it, is what he's saying. Interesting. Okay. You want to do word ties? Okay. Okay. What was this deal that what was this deal that you should have got more information about? Avoid. Something if he got information, he would have avoided it. Alone. He would have told them, you got to do this alone. He would have discovered that it was something to avoid, that he should do alone. He got involved with something that caused him harm. Harm. That put him in harm's way. He didn't question his friend because he trusted his friend, who's a jerk. Who's a jerk. Who's a jerk who ended up being a jerk about it. He didn't want his friend to be mad at him. Aircraft. Something about aircraft over water. Something about what's that word? Shipping something with aircraft or water, some kind of treasure. Something worth money, something that would be valuable, or something with value. Finger. Pointing the finger. He didn't want the finger to be pointed at him. He didn't want the finger. I see abuse right here. Abuse. Instead. He didn't want the finger to be pointed at him instead. There's some. There could be. This friend could be like a gaslighter or like a emotional
1920s.
manipulator. Like someone who.
Immense.
Yeah, immense. Jay just said immense. He's an emotional manipulator. He's the kind of friend who'd be like, "Oh, come on, man, you never do anything with me anymore. Why are you always turning me down? Just show up for me for once." But really, it's like a whole situation you shouldn't even be involved in. Dump. Yeah. It's like he wanted to point the finger. He wanted to be able to point the cover.
Standard question.
Cover, yes.
Walk back.
Walk this way. He said, walk back. They made a song, Walk This Way. Jay just said, walk back. Help. So there was this deal that. Betrayal. Yeah. Okay. Avoid alone, discover harm, question, jerk, aircraft, water, treasure, finger, abuse, instead, dump, cover, help, betrayal. So this deal or this investment opportunity that his sneaky foxy friend brought to him, he should have got more information about, because if he asked more questions instead of thinking it was inconsequential, he agreed to do something that he didn't get more information about, because the way that this friend presented it to him was very tricky. It was very sneaky. It was very easy. It just involved a little bit of traveling, a little bit of journeying. Um, but it was the straw that broke the camel's back, because Jam Master Jay discovered that he could actually put himself in harm, and people would question his motives and would question his reliability and his integrity, and it could jeopardize his walk this way, his walk of fame. It would jeopardize that. So he started to question his friend, and his friend became a jerk, because
Take in time.
Jam Master Jay realized that the details were actually starting to reveal that this investment opportunity is harmful, that he doesn't want to be a part of it. So he agreed to do something with a lack of information, and then as it came closer to the date and time of this journey, this travel plans that he was making with his friend, he wanted to get out of it, because there was
Empty house.
he realized there was something um, um, harmful about this investment opportunity that has to do with aircraft, water, treasure. It sounds like some kind of shipment or movement of some kind of shipment or packaging or something like that. But then his friend was started to be a jerk about it, started to gaslight him. Oh man, you're always backing out. You never down for me. You're not down for me. You're too good for me. You're on your high horse. Stuff like that. Really gaslighty, and started to point the finger. So Jam Master Jay didn't want to be a part of it, and he didn't want the finger to be pointed at him instead. And so he dumped this whole opportunity, and he didn't want to help this person. He decided to say no to this person, and this person betrayed him. Um, this person betrayed him because he may have thought that he was going to point the finger at his friend, since he knew what the deal was. There's some kind of deal here or investment opportunity that's harmful. So, aircraft, water, treasure, I have to put together that it's probably some, and Spirit said crime at the very beginning of this reading. So, some kind of criminal, um, I don't know what it says. It could be drugs, it could be something that gets shipped that's worth money. Okay. Once Jam Master Jay said, "No, I'm not going to be a part of this. I'm not going to have you dump this on me. If anything goes wrong, I'm the one who's going to make national news about how I helped, whatever this is, this crime, and I don't want to get in trouble for that." So I
Dubious.
don't dubious. So, you know, what is
Look in the closet.
What does dubious mean? Let me see. Dubious.
Here's the definition of dubious.
Hesitating,
Hesitating or
doubting.
doubting.
Doubting, yes. He hesitated, and he didn't want to help anymore. Well, this friend considered that a betrayal, because this friend is a gaslighter. This friend is an abusive, emotionally abusive person who walks in lack energy, who always thought that Jam Master Jay was on his high horse, but Jam Master Jay felt bad leaving this person behind, because even though they were changing their frequencies, so he kept him in his life. And he shouldn't have done that. He should have let this person go. Okay? Tell me more about this deal going bad. What this friend considered it a betrayal, and didn't want karmic friends. I cannot make it up. Karmic friends. Karmic friends. So Jam Master Jay started ignoring him, because he knew that he couldn't fully trust them, because he basically tried to trick him into doing some kind of illegal crime job, without even telling him all the details. And this is something that is a cycle of this friend. He knows that this friend is a game player. He knows that this friend often does this throughout their relationship, and he's finally getting to a point where he's done with it. He's tired of this person, so he started ignoring them. What else? Moves in silence. He knew he had to move in silence, or this friend started moving in silence. Maybe I saw over here this sunglasses guard, watching, looking, stalking, gaslighting. Yeah, I started Jam Master Jay wasn't answering his calls. He was ignoring them. So this person took it very personal. Person took it very personal. Also, this person started stalking Jam Master Jay, looking at what he's doing every day, started to try to find ways to confront him, because he took it very personal, and he thinks there could be something about him thinking that Jam Master Jay is gonna, if anything goes down, Jam Master Jay's, oh, the ratting out, the lyrics, yes. Oh no, what happened to the lyrics? Well, I wrote them down. About Glorilla said, "Killer who he killed a man." So something about ratting him out. He didn't. He thought Jam Master Jay might say some information, point the finger at him, and get him in trouble. So he started watching him. He was very paranoid. But really, he was sad, hurt, and upset that his friend dissed him. But how can you be upset when you're the one who tried to put him in a murky situation to begin with, you know? That's gaslighting at its finest. That's hurt people hurt people. Jam Master Jay's just trying to separate himself from that energy, because he doesn't want to do things like that. He doesn't want to get in trouble for crimes that he doesn't even have the full knowledge of, you know? Confirmation. So he just wanted a thief. Telling you, he was started ignoring a thief, because he knows that this childhood friend, someone from his old neighborhood, is a thief. That they cause emotional and physical pain, and he's like, why do I keep hanging out with this person? Why do I keep on giving this person a chance? This person used to be a trusted friend of mine, but they show me time and time again that they, especially this last time, oh, whoops, that's too many. This last time, that they don't have my highest good in their heart. Okay. Grudge holder. But this thief is a grudge holder. This thief took it very personal that Jay started ignoring them. Telling ya, because of that offer. Because of that offer. So, probably to get back into Jay's good graces, he could have made a new offer, offering kiss ass, offering some kind of apology, offering some kind of way to get in to Jay's energy again. Um, because he was planning on doing something fake flexing. Because Jay is fake flexing. Jay is his way of saying, yeah, my best friend's Jam Master Jay, confirmation. My best friend's Jam Master Jay. And you know, he gets clout off of using his friend's name in the neighborhood, you know? And so that may possibly get him, you know, offers that he normally wouldn't get. So he uses his friend's status as a way of fake flexing, you know? So he didn't want Jay to drop him, but Jay doesn't want to have this energy, so because this impersonator and scarcity tactic. So this person, Jay started ignoring him, but so he started following him and finding out what he does every day, where he hangs out at, and so he could run into him, so he could kiss his ass and start, you know, faking like, oh man, I'm so sorry. He started impersonating the energy that Jay wanted him to be, because he knows that Jay always takes him back. Okay, this is a friend that can't be trusted. Because he took Jay wanting to drop him very personal. And really, he felt sad and hurt and upset by it. But because people don't understand how to feel their emotions, he took that as a betrayal. Okay, and started to find ways to get back in his life for what? What did he want to get back in his life for? Frightened. What did he want to get back in his life for? It's because he doesn't want Jay to rat him out. He thinks that Jay's going to point the finger at him for this deal that he's going to do. But really, Jay just wants to stay out of it. An argument. Yeah, there could have been some kind of argument, some kind of competition between these two people because um, hooked, haunted. Yeah, because Jay left the hood and he didn't want to be hooked into those old traumatic incidences, or he didn't want to, it was two different energies, and that's why we talk about energy in the beginning. Jam Master Jay is living in two different worlds, and he's starting to realize that there's some people he has to leave behind. But this friend is hooked on drama, on trauma, on living in the past, on having this source of energy that's Jam Master Jay as a way to have clout in wherever they're from in Brooklyn. Yeah, my best friend is so and so. And but now Jam Master Jay is understanding his criminal activities that he tried to involve him in, and Jam Master Jay thinks that's a betrayal. Like, yeah, man, you know that I don't want to be a part of that life and that lifestyle. Why would you try to trick me into doing a deal that has to do with that? What if has something happened, the finger get pointed at me, and everyone would know, and it would jeopardize my whole future and my family. And his friend is like, oh, it's not that big of a deal, you know. And so Jam Master Jay started ignoring him because his friend is karmic, and even though Jam Master Jay always takes him back, there this time he wasn't going to do that. And so the friend found out that he's serious, and he had to find a way to get back in his life, to because he thought that he was haunted that Jam Master Jay knew his plans. And so that's why he could have possibly had a motive to take his life. There's some kind of argument that broke out. Dodging bullets. Dodging bullets. I told you. There was because Jam Master Jay got shot. He didn't dodge this bullet, but when the friend found him at the wherever he was, because he's following him, he may have found a way to bump into him because he's hooked on getting him back in his life, because it's his connection to it makes him feel good to have, really, it makes him feel good to have a friend who's Jam Master Jay. He uses his name to get him things because he lives in a lack mindset. So he wants to be connected to that. He doesn't want to lose that connection. There's some kind of argument that happened because this friend found him where he was at, even though he was ignoring him. He's like, "What are you doing here? How did you find me? I didn't answer your calls. How did you know I was here?" And so an argument broke out because Jam Master Jay was trying to block negativity and escape crazy people. And that was his friend. This friend. In their head, yeah. This friend was played out. They're in their head. They're trying to. They're overthinking because they assume that Jam Master Jay is gonna tell somebody to rat him out about the things he's done, but Jam Master Jay never planned on doing that. That was just all in his head. He blew up like this scenario of Jam Master Jay cutting him off and then telling all of his secrets and ratting him out, and he never planned on doing that. But because he was over analyzing and in his head about this, he kind of he was played out. He was playing out the scenarios in his head, thinking, "Well, I know Jay's gonna tell. He's gonna rat me out and blah blah blah," and that wasn't even true. And so he made something out of nothing. Basically, he made something that was nothing into something. So what happened? So what was the outcome? Choose the guiltiest looking player to put one card from their hand face up in front of them.
I sense the vibrations.
I sense the vibrations. A wrench. A wrench under pressure. Choose the guiltiest looking player. Yeah, because this friend was guilty. This friend felt guilty. That's all the emotions this friend was feeling was guilt, and was feeling upset about the loss of losing a friend because this person is a karmic friend. So they don't know, they're in a lack mindset. I'm telling you, these are two different energies. And he never thought that Jam Master Jay would drop him. That threw a wrench in his whole plan, and it really got in their head. And so they did something that was really, you know, out there. Anxiety, restlessness. Yeah, birds. Chatter. Gossip. He didn't want the word to get out about. He was in his head thinking that he was projecting his own energy onto Jam Master Jay, thinking, well, I would do this if this happened to me. I would gossip about this person. I would tell everybody what this person did and all these weird things because this is a karmic friend. This is a karmic person. Okay, a karmic. And so they have a lot of trauma, a lot of toxic behaviors that they're projecting onto Jay because Jay is not talking to them. And so they're just filling in the blanks of what they think, overthinking, overthinking of what is going on in Jam Master Jay's head. In their messed up thinking, they're assuming that Jam Master Jay is working out this whole plan that he's going to rat this guy out and get rid of this person by pointing the finger at them. And that's not true. That's the anxiety he has because he feels guilt because he has childhood wounds. Youth, a childhood friend, I'm telling you, because he has childhood wounds that he hasn't healed. But he's, oh, I mean, we know how it ends. You know, Jam Master Jay loses his life because this person is so paranoid. Apology, forgiveness, return, sorry. I told you he came kissing ass saying, hey, I want to apologize for what I did, but Jam Master Jay was already done. He was already done. He was at the point of exhaustion. And he didn't want to have a committed friendship with this person anymore. So he was having resistance. And he's like, how did you find me? Why are you here? And that got this person upset because he's like, why are you treating me like this? Why are you treating me like this? And Jam Master's like, Jay is like, let's do this another time. Let's not do this here. I don't know where they were at, but they were in a place where perhaps Jam Master Jay didn't want to be seen with this person or interact with this person, or he could see that it was escalating. So he tried, but he felt trapped. Yeah, he felt trapped, and he called his bluff. Bluff, exaggeration. He called his bluff because this person was, his friend was pretending. His friend wasn't actually sorry. His friend was just afraid that he had to get to this person first. So, oh, hey, baby. Hey, I'm almost done, okay?
I will go upstairs after.
I am. Give me 10 minutes, okay?
Okay.
Okay, love you. You close the curtain for me?
I got one candle.
When I'm done.
Okay.
Okay. Will you close the curtain for me? Oh, it's closed. Okay, that's good. That's good enough. So he got to wherever he was at, um, and Jam Master was like, he could see that this person was, he came with an apology, but it wasn't real. It wasn't a real apology. And Jam Master Jay was upset that he was there. Like, how did you find me? Why are you here? What do you want? Can't you see I'm ignoring you? And so this friend got mad. He's like, why are you treating me like this? What's the matter? You think you're too good for me? In front of your friends, you think you're too good? And then Jam Master Jay's like, look, let's do this another time. Let's not do this here. We'll talk later. But this friend felt trapped because he's like, no, I got to handle this now. This is something I want to handle now. And so Jam Master Jay called his bluff. He's like, what's up, man? What do you want? What do you want from me? Wait, I don't want to be your friend anymore.
Information age.
And then what happened? Second chance. Yeah, he kept saying, come on, man,
Left hand.
we can work this out. We can make an opportunity. And no, Jam Master Jay was conflicted. He's like, no, man, we can talk about this later. He's like, oh, you're just gonna throw away our friendship? We've been friends forever. He was chasing him, yeah. He was chasing a friendship with Jay because he knew he fucked up, but at the same time, Jam Master Jay is ready to create boundaries. He's creating a boundary with this person. He's like, I just need some space from you, okay? Because I don't know if I don't know if we can find peace. I need some time. And he wasn't about that. Yeah, mixed signals, blocked emotions, heart fog. Yeah, because this friend is too prideful. He's too much in his ego, and he has some kind of paranoid delusions. Trash. Master Jay said he's trash. So, in that moment, in his arrogance, in his stubbornness, in his ego, he took his life because he didn't want the finger to be pointed at him or be implicated in whatever it was he was doing, that he started with Jam Master Jay, that Jam Master Jay backed out of because it was brought to him under murky details, and when he realized that what the details were, he didn't want to do it
No
anymore.
trace.
No trace. He didn't want to be traced back to that kind of criminal activity. And so that's what happened. He definitely was trying to avoid that. Let's find out what the lesson is that he wants to convey. In your review of your life, what's the lesson here? What did you learn? What would you have done differently? What would you have done differently, Jam Master Jay? What would you have done differently? Ah, that's too many. Shift your perspective. The world is blessed to have you. Empowerment. Give me one more. I am a light in the world. Manifesting is my superpower, and I clear my energy field. Yes. So there's two things. So the first thing is that he would have, the world is blessed to have you. like I said in the beginning, he was a DJ and he got to, good morning, Chicago. Thanks for being here. Good to see you. Hope you're well. He didn't have faith in himself that he was a blessing to the world. He didn't believe that he was a light in the world, and so he couldn't find growth as a DJ. He didn't know how to grow in that area. He wanted to, he but he couldn't envision how to do it because he didn't believe that his contribution was necessary anymore. He thought that he was old news. He thought that nobody cared about him anymore in that realm, and so that blocked him from understanding how he could still remain relevant or still contribute to the music world, and that dimmed his light. And so it opened him up to energies from his past that he needed to clear out, that needed to go, that he shouldn't have kept in his life because he didn't want to match that energy. That wasn't the energy he was walking in. And that's one thing we're learning about energy. When you outgrow an energy and have you're in another frequency and you keep going back to old frequencies that don't match yours anymore, you will you have to go to their energy to hang out with them, to be around them, because they're not ready to go up to yours. And so you have to just let those people go, because if they're not ready to go with you, they're going to bring you with them. And that's what happened here. He should have cleared those people out of his life
I will tell you my
instead
story.
of feeling obligated to keep them around because um, they know the right things to say to make him feel bad, because he doesn't want to leave them behind. But it's not leaving them behind, it's choosing to be in the higher energy for your highest potential. If those people don't choose to go with you, that's not your problem. It's not your problem. And you really cannot make it your problem, because you'll go to their energy. They can't come to you, but you'll have to go to them if you choose to keep them in your life, okay? So that's a valuable lesson. And it heart chakra, heart chakra, third eye chakra, and flow. I had flow twice. Yeah, it blocked his heart chakra because he cared about these people. These are people from his childhood. And so instead of knowing, instead of using his third eye to know and to be able to discern who these people truly are, he had a blocked heart chakra that allowed these people to stay because he cared for them. And so he mistook caring as some kind of connection, that he had to keep these people around because he didn't want to hurt them. Okay, he didn't want to hurt them. He didn't want to leave them behind. But because he chose to still be in both worlds, it brought to him the energy that these people were walking in. So he definitely didn't trust the intuition. He knew that this friend, it goes back and forth. It's a cycle with this friend. It's always up and down. There's always like good times, and then there's always something this person's getting into or doing to get themselves in trouble. And he knew that about this person. And so, because he didn't have faith in his own abilities, or he didn't believe that the world was blessed to have him, it left him open and susceptible to going back to energies that accepted him in that any way he was, that wanted him to be less than what he was anyway. Does that make sense? He had energy in his life that would have been happy to see him stay backwards. Okay. But he was ready to move forward, and he just didn't know how. Hi, Amanda. He just didn't know how because he didn't believe that he had anything to contribute anymore. And he didn't understand how to be relevant in today's time and age. Okay, but that was just a distortion. That wasn't true. That was just his own not understanding his own superpower, and so that blocked him from envisioning what else he could do to maintain, the lifestyle that he wanted to live, and it brought him backwards to energies that wanted to keep him where they were at. Okay, that's a valuable lesson. Just because you've been friends with someone for 20 years doesn't mean that where you're going they can come with you. That's a very valuable lesson. Confirmation, double confirmation, because sometimes they're just not ready. People just are at different levels of evolution, of consciousness evolution. And if you find something that is your north node that brings you joy, you shouldn't have to feel bad that people who are holding you back can't come with you. You just have to let them go, because if they're not willing to do the work or to support you in the way that is going to, help you grow, then that's a sign that you gotta let them go. Otherwise, they're just gonna bring you down. They're just their scarcity lack mindset is going to rub off on you, and you're going to believe that you're not enough, or you're not capable, or well, you know, Susie says, I've been friends with Susie for 20 years and she doesn't think that what I'm doing is really going to go anywhere. That's not true. That's just her projecting onto you because she's not doing anything, so that's just an example. But so this is a lesson in clearing your energy field, knowing who you have to let go and not feeling bad that you have to let them go. If you have to let them go, that's just the way it is. You cannot help if someone doesn't want to advance themselves or elevate themselves. That's not your problem, okay? If Jam Master Jay had just not allowed his heart to distort a relationship that he felt bad letting go, this might not have happened. Okay, so excellent lesson. Thank you so much, Jam Master Jay. Thank you to everyone for coming on and being with us. We hope that there's something valuable here for you, and we love you so much. And we'll see you on the next one. Bye.